Okay, so hello and welcome to week 0 of the NPTEL live sessions on the course offered by Professor Amaresh Dalal. The course title is Fundamentals of Convective Heat Transfer, and my name is Debjit, and we will be solving problems together. Okay, so with no further ado, let's begin. We will move on to the first question. I'll read out the question. It is which of the following statements are correct? Convection is the mechanism of heat transfer through a fluid in the presence of bulk fluid motion. Number two, convection is the transport of energy in a medium due to temperature gradient, and the physical mechanism is one of random atomic or molecular activity. And the third statement is convection is classified as the natural convection and forced convection based on the way the fluid motion is initiated. Now, among these three statements, some of them are correct and some of them are wrong. You have to pick out which ones are correct and which ones are incorrect and choose the correct combination from the options given below. I will be sharing a poll so you can uh, send in your response in the poll. Okay, so the poll is live. You can cast your votes over there.
Did you get our responses?
I got one response. I'm waiting for the other. Maybe your response was recorded. Navneet, I'm calling you to accept the poll.
Maybe we should call him.
Navneet, are you able to unmute and speak or anything? I don't think he's able. Anyway, we'll move. Navneet, can you mute yourself? Thanks. Okay. Okay, so now let's look at the solution for the question. Option C, 1 and 3 correct are the is the correct answer, and the main thing is the second option. Convection is the transport of energy in a medium due to a temperature gradient. The second part, the physical mechanism is one of random atomic or molecular activity that uh, is the characteristic of conduction and not convection, which is why the second statement is incorrect and the other two are correct.
Isn't the first statement also conduction? Presence of bulk fluid motion.
Uh, all three are about convection. The first one says that it's the mechanism of heat transfer through a fluid in the presence of bulk fluid motion. So that's the definition of convection correctly. And last one, the third one is convection is classified as natural and forced convection. Those are the two ways in which convection is classified. So that one is also correct.
Okay, I just thought the first one is conduction.
Moving on. Question number 2. Question number 2 says the enhancement of heat transfer through a fluid layer as a result of convection is more relative to conduction across the same fluid layer. Then which of the following is true for its Nusselt number for that case? So there are four options: Nusselt number equal to 1, greater than 1, less than 1, or very much lesser than 1. So among these four options, please try to pick the correct one. I'm sharing the poll again. The poll is live. You can uh, cast your answer over there. Great. So we received the answer in favor of option B, And if we look at the correct answer, it's actually option B. So Nusselt number as it is as it is defined is HL divided by K, and it's the uh, ratio of the heat transferred due to convection to that transferred by conduction. So if convection is more, then the ratio would be more than 1, and Nusselt number would end up greater than 1 as well. Great. So moving on to the next question, question number 3. Which of the following numbers is the non-dimensionalized heat transfer coefficient? This is an easy one. There are 4 options: Prandtl number, Reynolds number, Nusselt number, and option D, Richardson number. So I hope you can pick the correct one. I am sharing the poll. Great. So the responses are in favor of option C, and option C is indeed the correct answer. Nusselt number is the non-dimensionalized heat transfer coefficient. Great. So moving on, question number 4. The heat transfer coefficient depends upon what? There are 4 options. Option A says flow velocity and flow geometry only. Option B says flow velocity, flow geometry, and the physical properties of the fluid. And option C says flow velocity only, and option D is flow geometry only. So I'll be sharing the poll, and I hope everyone can put in their answers in the poll. We have received one response so far. I'm hoping Ahmed Bhai would also like to join in the poll. Hello, sir. You're on mute. Can you unmute yourself?
Just now I joined. I don't know what's going on. So can you repeat this question number 4? I don't know what it is.
The question number 4 says the heat transfer coefficient depends upon what? There are 4 options. Option A says flow velocity and geometry only. Option B says flow velocity, geometry, and physical properties of the fluid. Option C says flow velocity only, and option D is flow geometry only. Now remember, this is reference to uh, convective heat transfer. So keeping that in mind, please select the correct answer, and a poll is live. There are, you can put in your response choosing any of the 4 options, options A, B, C, and D. I hope you can access.
Oh, I didn't know it's only for convection.
Yeah. Should have made it more clear. Sorry.
Yeah, because the heat transfer coefficient for what? Like
for convective heat transfer.
No, you have to mention that there are different modes of heat transfer.
Sure, your remarks are noted. We'll keep in mind.
Just add a mode of heat transfer.
Sure. Can you access the poll using your mobile?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. I can't access.
Okay. I'm telling you. You will see a symbol for options, and if you select that under activities, you will get poll.
Okay. Activities poll. Yeah, I got. Choose the poll 1 of 4. Okay, I got all the 4
buttons.
4 questions.
Yeah, you can select.
Directly, I'll go to the 4th question. Huh?
Yeah.
Just a second.
So are we just talking about H here and not the Nusselt number?
Sorry, I get you.
Are we just talking about the constant H here instead of Nusselt number?
Yeah, H.
Like Q is proportional to A delta T. That is Q is equal to H A delta T.
Right. What does
So
that H
if you
depend on?
yeah, if you want to look at what H is depending on, H equal to Q by A into delta T, meaning H equal to Q by A delta T.
Yeah. No, that's not how I think you will be able to land on the answer here. Go about in a different way. Like the equation Q equal to HA delta T that is used to find out Q. And H there is unknown. That H has to be determined in some other way.
Ah, then the question is not appropriate.
Yes, I apologize for that, but please let's move on. This is a dummy video for testing only.
Okay. I'll go. Okay, then directly I'll go for the answer. Okay, what option is there? What? What?
Option A says flow velocity and geometry only. Option B says velocity, geometry, and physical properties of the fluid. Option C says flow velocity only. Option D is flow geometry only.
I voted for fourth question, but I didn't vote one, two, and three.
Okay, you can unmute yourself and turn the video. So let's look at the correct answer. The correct answer is option B. You both had selected option D. The explanation for that is the heat transfer coefficient, it first of all depends on flow velocity. I hope that is clear because let's say if there is forced convection and the flow over, let's say, a solid body which is at a different temperature than the fluid, if the flow velocity is higher, it would take away more and more heat away from that body. So that would enhance the heat transfer coefficient. Next comes geometry. The configuration and geometry of that body heavily influences the heat transfer coefficient. And lastly, the physical properties of the fluid. If a fluid has a higher heat heat capacity or higher conductive properties of the fluid will also uh, enhance the uh, heat transfer from the solid surface into the fluid. So all these three factors would influence the convective heat transfer coefficient, which is why option B would be the correct one. I hope that's okay with everyone. So we will move on to question number 5. It's a simple thing. Question number 5 says that heat flux at a solid surface is a vector quantity. Now, is this statement true or is it false? I will share a control and you can put in your responses there.
You are testing our undergrad.
I'm not testing anything, sir. I'm just testing my video recording capabilities, if it's up to the mark or
But you are finding out our answers now.
not. Okay, great. So the answers are in favor of option A, true, and which is indeed true. So that's all for today. Thank you guys for joining. Let's hope the recording was correct and the quality was up to the mark.